Love this podcast? Support it and sponsor today. Simply head to ozcastnetwork.com for details.
Ladies and gentlemen, girls and gays.
From gutters to gay bars and everywhere in between.
Here to finish off your Tuesday, it's your three besties, two brunettes and a gay.
Happy Tuesday, everyone, and welcome back to another week. Here it is your favourite two brunettes and a gay. We have Deanna.
Celeste.
Buonasera, it's Aaron.
Buonasera,
Very
Aaron.
nice, Aaron.
The accent is quite good too.
Do you like that one?
You're really getting used to rolling the R's.
I've used it before, but I just thought, I'm just going to keep it consistent this time.
Yeah, do it. I like it. Practice makes perfect, right?
Absolutely.
It's good. How was everyone's week this week?
Look, not too bad. I'm feeling a little hoarse today.
A little hoarse.
You look it.
Yes, I know. You would think early on in the week that you would be feeling sprightly, but no, apparently not.
You sound like you've had an all-nighter.
I know. I sound like I had a big Monday night, but no, nothing crazy last night. How about you, Aaron?
Well, actually, you both sound like you've both been smoking 10 packs a day for the past couple of days. What's going on?
These are our dirty little secrets. I don't think we'll tell them on the air.
Yeah, what doesn't happen on a Tuesday, we don't talk about.
That's right. How about you, Aaron?
Well, I've got some big news, ladies.
Oh,
tell us.
I've got some really juicy news.
Okay.
All right, so let me fill you in.
all right. Here we go.
So, Mark and I have been married for over a year and a half now.
Has it been that long?
God,
It's
so
been that
quick.
long.
Wow.
I know, they said it would never last.
Did they?
Have I spoken too soon?
Who said that? I'd be interested to know.
But we've got some big news, ladies. We had a serious discussion the other day. We love a good D&M, Mark and I.
That's beautiful.
We sat there with a glass of wine and we thought, you know what? We want to take the next step in our marriage.
Ooh.
Oh.
And we've decided we want to adopt a fur baby.
Oh! You nearly had me. I was like, there's no chance that Aaron's adopting a real baby.
I can't imagine you though. Let's
You would
just take a moment to think that it was a real baby.
No.
I cannot imagine.
There is
you
no way
doing
in
that.
hell. No, you'd have to call DHS if I had a real baby. There'd be no way.
I think you'd be a great dad. Who knows? Maybe getting a fur baby might be like the first step in you being like, actually, I could do this whole dad thing.
Yeah, nah, Mark and I are so anti-kids.
Not into
Really?
it?
So anti-kids, it's not even funny.
So you don't think you would ever entertain the idea of a real child?
God, no. No, I can't imagine that. No.
Okay. What kind of fur baby then?
Well, see, this is the thing. So I really want a Frenchie.
Okay, so we're talking a
love
dog.
Frenchies. Yes, we are talking a dog.
Yes,
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
clarify.
just to clarify, because Mark's allergic to pussy cats. So we wouldn't be able to get a cat. But I'm more a dog person myself anyway.
Well, you're familiar with being around bitches all the time.
Well, that's it. I'm here with two right now. So, but
We've trained you well.
But no, I think ultimately I want to get a Frenchie because they're just super cute.
Mm-hmm.
The fear I have though is that they've got so many health issues.
Yeah,
So they're always
do.
they always have breathing issues and like they're like pugs as well. Like, have you heard that pugs, their eyes can pop out?
Yes, I've heard
And you have
lots
to pop it back in?
respiratory issues.
Isn't it
and-
because of the way that they've been genetically kind of modified?
Yeah.
Genetically modified
I think
dogs.
that's
No,
the case.
That's true. Yeah,
that true?
they have.
Yeah.
They weren't they're not a natural breed. They've been bred that way for aesthetic.
Ah, okay, that makes
Yeah.
sense now.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
that's,
so that's
pretty
why
gross
they
when you
have
think
so
about
many
it.
health issues.
Ugh,
Which is
yeah.
so sad for the little dog.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. But they're so cute. And one of my good friends has got a Frenchie, and it's so cute. Little Marvin.
Oh, I love that name.
He's so cute. He's this little black Frenchie. He's so cute.
I'm not a fan of the Frenchies.
You're not a fan of the Frenchie. Why not?
No. I don't know. I just don't find them that cute. Like
Really?
I like fur babies.
Yeah.
You like
Yeah.
a real fluff ball.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like little fluff balls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Frenchies, but also, I grew up with two Great Danes.
Oh wow.
So,
Complete opposite to a
Complete
Frenchie.
opposite end of the spectrum.
Yes.
So if I could get a Great Dane, I would, because they're beautiful dogs.
Yeah.
They're so dumb, but they're so cute.
Are they really? I
They're
always
really
thought
dumb.
big dogs were intelligent.
No. Have you seen Scooby-Doo?
Can't say I've watched it that often. No.
It's pretty much like Scooby-Doo.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I remember back in the day when I was a kid, and like these Great Danes, they would just run around in our backyard. And at the time as well, we then also got a Maltese Shih Tzu,
Right.
Yes, that's my dog.
and that's They're so cute, but they've got so
Crazy.
much. Oh my God, they've got small man syndrome.
They really do.
So when we got the Maltese Shih Tzu, he ruled the roost. Do you know what his name was as well?
What?
Homer.
Aww.
So do we have a name in mind for said fur baby?
No. So I think that's probably the next question is
Okay, so there was
what are your suggestions?
I don't know.
What do you think my dog should be called? What should my pet be called?
I need to really think about this.
Oh, I feel like it should be, I don't know, like Moe.
Is that a dig?
No, like because you love champagne.
But what's your favourite brand of champagne?
Darling, it's mow it if you know it, mow it if you show it.
Moe.
Oh.
Moe. No, frankly, don't say mow it.
No, it's mow it. Trust me. Trust me.
No.
What? Okay.
No.
What about
That's a
Yellow
different
Glen?
Gents.
Now that would be a cheap dog. I'd have to go to Pets Paradise to get that one.
Passion pop.
I could call it Lois. 'Cause
Lois?
That's my favourite
Oh,
bubbles.
because you like Lois.
Yes,
Delane.
Delane.
Yes.
Yes.
But yeah, no, but see, I definitely want to get a dog. Mark's still on the fence.
Okay.
So, because he knows it's a lot of responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of money, a lot of responsibility.
So we've got to push him into it.
We've got to push him into it. We've got to just con him into it, right?
Yeah.
This isn't going out
I'm
live
on
on
that.
there. Sure. But yeah, so there's a lot of money, a lot of responsibility. But then on the other hand, I was thinking, like, what could I start? What could I, ease him in with? Could I get a goldfish? Should I start with a goldfish?
I think
So
goldfish
he
are
gets the
so
idea
sad.
that,
They're just in this
No.
little tank. No, go with the dog. You'll be fine. But can I ask, like, why not a cat? Like, I'm not a cat person.
Oh God.
I'm not encouraging, you to get a cat. I'm just wondering why not a cat? Is
No.
it because he's allergic? That's the only reason?
He's allergic to pussy. Yeah, no.
Is that legitimate? Is
he actually is allergic. No. If he's around cats, he has the worst time.
Okay.
He sneezes, he gets congested.
Yeah.
No, cats. No, I'm not a cat person, and I think cat people are very neurotic. I think they're very different. They're a
Well-
different species altogether.
I'm not a cat person. I'm a dog person. Celeste,
Me
dog
too.
or cat?
Yeah, I'm a dog person. I have a dog. I don't have a cat. Not that I don't think cats are really cute and beautiful. I just don't want one myself. And you know what? They're a little flighty.
Yeah.
I feel like they would, if you piss them off enough, they'd scratch your
Well,
eyes
that's
out.
true because when I was a kid, right, I remember going to pat a cat. I reckon I was like 3 or 4 years old, and the thing bit me or scratched me or something out of the blue. And since then, I've been like afraid of cats because I feel like they're like ninja, right?
Yeah.
Like you don't know what move they're going to make next, and I'm like, oh, I don't know.
It's
Walk away, and they're going to scratch my eyes out.
It's weird though because I mean, and the thing is, you know what I hate about cat people is that their house always stinks. Because there's always that kitty litter tray.
Just to offend our
with that
cat
little bit of
friendly
fecal
listeners
matter.
out there.
That just hangs around the house.
Sorry
Hangs
if
around.
you have cat poop all over your house.
Well, look, the dog and cat debate is a big one.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like people debate this a lot. I have debated this before with people. Not that there's like a right or wrong answer,
No.
but what side are you on type of situation. So we did do a poll.
Yes, we did.
We put it out to the listeners because we were interested in where everyone sat. And you might be interested to hear the results. So we asked dog person or cat person. 67%. Take a guess. What do we think 67% went with, the majority?
Dog, surely.
I reckon dog.
100%. Woof, woof.
Yeah.
67%.
The woofers.
What was interesting is only 13% said cats, and then 20% said, I love all fur babies.
Right.
Okay, some people on the fence there.
But interestingly, some people messaged us to say, I would prefer a neither option.
Oh, okay. Well, what kind of animals? Because I guess, like when you've got horse people, for example.
Yeah, true.
They're like horse people.
I don't know
people.
if you could fit a horse in your house in Unley, though. Should you try?
I can certainly try.
There's not room for 2 horses in that house.
Hang on, what type of horses are we talking about here?
We might be able to find you an Italian stallion.
God. All right. Well, dog, cat, there you have it. The debate has been settled. Dog. Dog is the one. So
Go
we
the
will be
dogs.
back with more Two Brunettes and a Gay right after this break. Welcome back, everyone. I actually came across a bit of an article the other day, and I feel like, I need some background music right now. You know that song, Let's Talk About Sex, Baby?
Let's
Yep.
talk about you. and meat.
I reckon, I wonder if...
So you're setting us up for what we're going to talk about.
I'm setting it up right now because I was scrolling through the socials the other day, as you do.
Them damn socials.
Waste of bloody time, those things. But I was scrolling through them and I came across an article about the most sexual signs of the zodiac.
Ooh,
Deanna loves her zodiacs.
Now, if you know me, you know I'm into the zodiacs.
You're into astrology.
It's only a couple of years ago, I got my charts read. I was like, I'm not really about this life. Got the charts read and I was like, shit, this is accurate. I just found it really, really fascinating. And so ever since then, I'm like, ooh, what sign are you? That means you're like this. I'm like that.
What can I blame my behaviour on today?
What can I blame my behaviour on today?
Deanna to a T.
Basically. Because I found myself a unique mix of annoying and the Zodiac says that I can be, so it's like, I'm good.
She's
I'm
like,
set.
my moon is in Uranus, so that's why I'm allowed to be this way.
No.
And we're like, okay.
Aaron's moon is in Uranus. My moon is actually in Gemini, FYI. Anyway, that's not the point of this conversation.
Oh, there's a point. Okay.
There's a point. Well, I was scrolling through and I thought, you know what? Let's play a little game, right? Let's play a little game because I think it's interesting to see what everyone thinks the most sexual signs of the Zodiac might be.
What do we win in this game?
You win the pride of guessing correctly.
Okay, well, because Aaron and I can get pretty competitive. So, I want there to be a prize at the end of this.
What would you like to win out of this?
Sex with a good zodiac sign.
Oh, okay, right. Well,
We can
I
set
don't
that up.
know if we can publicly advertise, that we're going to set you up with some prostitution here, but let's talk off air and let's see what we can organise.
I was thinking more like a cash prize, but okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That too. I'll settle for cash. That's
Yeah.
fine.
So there's a list of the Zodiacs rank 1 to 12, right? From the most sexual sign to the least sexual sign. And I thought, you know what, before we go through the signs, I wanted to get your guesses of what you guys think the most sexual and the least sexual signs are. Now, I don't know how well you know all the different star signs or anything. Do you guys know them or are you kind of familiar, not really familiar?
I feel like I know some quite well, because they're the people that surround me, so you know more about them naturally. And then there's some that I'm like, what month are they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, same.
Same?
Yeah.
Okay, Aaron's
Yeah.
a bit the same.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's have your guesses, both of you, which sign you think comes in number 1 and which sign you think comes in number 12. Celeste.
Oh, number 1's got to be a Scorpio.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Why, what makes you say that?
I just feel like Scorpios are very fiery. They very much know what they want. They're very driven. So I just feel like that's, all those three things work,
Together.
together to make them quite a sexual person.
Interesting.
A lot of sexual energy. What do you think?
Aaron, you're number 1.
I'm with you on that one because they love using their stinger.
So you're just thinking it more from a physical perspective?
Absolutely. We're
Makes
talking
sense.
sexual here, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
absolutely.
Well, then who do you think is the least? Who do you think's the worst in bed? Aaron, let's start with you this time.
Oh, this one's hard. Well,
Oh, no, it's not. Maybe that's the problem.
there's a pill for that. I'd have to say Virgo
Okay.
because the sign is a virgin.
Is it though?
Well, that's what I read.
I didn't know. I'm going to have to investigate
I didn't
this
know.
further.
That's what I
read.
You've given me a rabbit hole. I'll look that up
Okay,
after
so
the show.
question. Virgos are like August?
Virgos are
yeah.
August to September.
Yes. We're getting, yes,
Yep.
Virgos
Yeah.
is
Yep.
August.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Celeste?
I'm going to say a Libran.
Ooh.
I don't know.
A
I just
Libran
feel like
flirt.
Librans are very much like floaters. They're very kind of calm and balanced. So I just don't feel like they'd be overly they'd care too much.
Yeah, they're quite placid, nor here nor
Yeah,
there.
just kind of nor here nor there type people. I know quite a few Librans.
Yeah.
And they're all kind of are very much like just peacekeepers.
So just in case you're listening, all the Librans that Celeste knows, she thinks you're bad in bed.
But on the other hand,
It's a
though,
horrible thing to say.
on the other hand, though, it's always the quiet ones you got to watch.
True.
True.
That's
Well, I
true.
guess we're about to find out who
Deanna.
wins.
Well, I mean, before we find out who wins, we actually put a poll out on our socials as well.
Are we
see
allowed
what
to
our
ask you
listeners-
before? Are we allowed to ask you who you think, or because you know the answers?
I
is
know.
it like
I know the answers.
Okay, so
I know
don't
the
worry about
answers,
it.
but it isn't. The results weren't what I think I initially thought.
okay?
Oh,
so you were
right.
stumped. You were surprised.
I was a bit surprised. Yeah. Well, actually, not for the lowest. For the lowest ones, I weren't surprised. It was the higher one that I was surprised.
Okay.
Because I would have thought that the Virgos were up near the top. It's funny that you say that you think that they're near the bottom because I know a lot of Virgos, and from stories I've heard from these people, I thought maybe they're near the top.
Yeah.
But there you
Virgo. There you Virgo.
knows?
They're gone.
There you Virgo.
The Virgos are gone. So we put it out and on our socials and we said, who do you think is the most sexual sign of the Zodiac? And our listeners said Scorpios too.
Yeah.
So you said Scorpio, you said Scorpio.
Consistent.
And interestingly enough, everyone on our social said Scorpio too. So you want to hear number one, drum roll?
There's a lot of pressure on those Scorpios right now.
Lucky there's a lot of pressure on the Scorpios because they are in fact number one.
Ooh, we were right. Thought that.
It says Scorpio, a.k.a. the horn dogs of the Zodiac, are famous for their intense sexual appetite.
There you go.
I just hate that word, horn dog.
I know,
It's
it's terrible.
terrible.
That's an awful word.
They are extremely sexual. However, they are not so sexually supercharged that they want sex with whoever. No Scorpios prefer having sex with someone that they have an emotional connection with only.
Yeah, I think that makes perfect sense.
Interesting, right? So they are, but they're not like,
They're not like me.
Right. So then coming in number two, Celeste and Aaron, this is both of you, Aries.
It's actually not both of us. It's
Oh, no,
actually
sorry.
just me because Aaron is a Taurian like you.
Hey,
He is. He identifies as an Aries.
Look,
but
does.
You are a Taurus.
It's 2023. I can identify as what I want, and I identify as an Aries, okay?
There you go.
You're definitely a Taurus.
We're number 2, Aaron.
Number three comes in at
Sounds about
the
right.
Leos come in at number 3.
Or Leo.
And-
Leo the Lions. Yeah, okay.
And
okay.
4 is the Saggies, which I have a
I don't know
Sagittarius
anything.
ascendant.
I don't know
Makes sense.
anything about Sagittarius.
I used to have a friend in high
Fiery.
school that was, she was very sexual, and she was a Saggy.
Sagittarius, like ascendant, your ascendant sign is like how everyone in the world like sees you, like how they perceive you, so to speak. And my ascendant is a Sagittarius, so that's why I see more Sagittarius than I do Taurus. And it says Sagittariuses tend to get bored easily.
Oh,
Yeah.
Makes sense.
It says they
so
are.
expect Deanna to be in a new relationship.
They enjoy
soon, I
having as
guess.
many different partners as they can, not necessarily all at once, but a bit more of a succession of them.
Interesting.
So Saggies like to keep things, moving.
It's
In
all-
number
all
5,
about quantity over quality.
April 20, Taurus. Aaron, you are a Taurus.
So
like
basically,
me.
you guys are just mediocre.
Hang on, number 5.
We're kind of in the middle. We're number 5, yeah.
That's a joke.
I know.
This whole list is bullshit.
I think it's a lie too.
Aaron's like, I want to recount.
I'm going to dispute the Taurus for sure. Number 6 are the Capricorns.
Don't know anything about Capricorns.
Oh, they're Earth sign. 7 is the Cancers. Highly sensitive and emotional.
Okay.
Coming at number 8 are the Virgos.
Ooh.
So they're on the lower end of the list. Yep.
There you go.
And number 9 is the Librans.
so does that mean I win? I think that means I win.
Cha-ching.
Well, yours was lower. You actually both guessed.
No,
Yeah.
because he got 1 and 8 and I got 1 and 9. It's a clear
Okay,
win.
All right, you win.
Take it. Take the
Ish.
pride, Celeste.
Number 10 are
Bragging
the
rights.
Geminis.
Don't know anything about Geminis.
I
Except
do.
it was a car in the 80s.
Number 11, the Pisces.
Fish.
I
Well-
expected the Pisces to be last, so I'm surprised they're second.
Actually, yeah, fish don't have sex, do they?
Don't they?
No, I
How
don't
do
think
they
fish-
news
reproduce?
to
This is
me.
a different. This is a
No,
different.
we need
conversation.
to
been watching way too
fact
much
checker,
National.
Fact checker, we need it for
Watching
that.
way too much National Geographic.
Sounds
Really?
like
See,
it.
that shocks me because that does not strike me as the type of thing that you'd watch. I see you as like, Golden Girls, kind of like sitcoms. You watch Natural Geographic?
I'm full of surprises, Celeste.
You are.
I have never watched National Geographic
Haven't you?
in my life.
Some of it's fascinating.
Really?
Yeah, yeah,
No,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not about it.
Apparently you're not full of sexual desire though because you come in at number 5.
Again, I demand a recount on that list.
All right, and of course that leaves number 12, which are the Aquariuses.
Water signs.
The water signs.
Aquarius.
They're known for being able to go long periods without sex and still feel okay.
Oh, lucky them.
They're the sexual camels of the Zodiac. That's what it says.
How? Okay, first of all, to be number 12 on the list, but then to be named a camel, it's like the blows just keep on coming.
I can't get the picture of a sexual camel out of my head.
It's a terrible.
Instead of the humps, is it something?
Very different humps.
Oh, dear.
But, we wanted to do something a little different after talking about these signs.
Yeah.
And we wanted to actually bring on a special guest.
Yes.
We did.
I wonder if he's waiting outside. Hang on,
think
I'll just go get him.
I think he might be waiting outside.
Oh,
There
he
he goes.
I'll let
Okay,
him
he's
in.
coming in.
Ooh,
All right,
hello.
Hold on, there we go. That was the door. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm really excited to introduce to you for the very first time here live on Radio Italia Uno and on the podcast, the one, the only, Mystic Morris.
Hello.
Welcome to the program, Mystic Morris. How are you?
Thank you for having me.
Tell us, how did you get into astrology, Morris? Do you prefer Morris or Mystic?
I prefer anything you'd like to call me, Celeste.
Mystic.
Mystic, yes. Call me Mystic anytime you like, darling.
Now, Mystic Morris, you're here today to give us a few predictions for some of the zodiac signs.
Yes.
Aren't you?
I am.
Now, which signs were you going to read for us here today?
Well, let me get into it, Deanna, if you don't mind.
Go for it.
Let me start. Scorpio. You will visit a hot new downtown club named 69. Aries. Be prepared to find yourself backed up against a wall. Many walls. Leo. A wimp away. In the jungle. The mighty jungle. The lion sleeps with many mates tonight.
Ooh, go the Leos.
Sagittarius. Be careful this week, as you may Sagittarius all. Taurus. This week, you'll feel like a cowgirl in reverse. Yippee-ay-yo, KY. And that's my star signs for the week, ladies.
Now, Mystic Morris, this list has nothing to do with why you were up until 1 a.m.?
Mystic Morris never sleeps.
Ooh.
Mystic Morris always looks out at the stars.
There you have it.
Very nice.
Mystic
Well, I
Morris.
quite enjoyed that segment, Celeste. I'm sure.
Oh, look, I think we need to bring Mystic Morris back weekly.
Yeah, definitely. Of course. I think Aaron missed him as well, so we'll have to bring him back when Aaron's here the next
He always
time.
has to go to the bathroom at the most inopportune times.
Yeah, there you go.
Speaking of the bathroom, I need to go and take a dump. Goodbye, ladies.
Well, on that
Goodbye.
note, then, we'll be back after the break with more Two Brunettes and a Gay.
Welcome back to the show. You are here with your favourite two brunettes and a gay, Deanna, Celeste and Aaron. Now, we've come to a part in the show that I think we've been avoiding because before the show, our beautiful Aaron, he said to Deanna and I, listen, we need to have a serious conversation on tonight's show. And we said, oh, is everything okay? And he said, I'd just rather keep it till we're on air and I can have your full attention. So, Aaron, we can't put it off any longer. What is on your mind? Talk to us. What do you need?
All right, this is a really serious topic. This is a hard one.
You've got me scared. I'm not going to lie.
All right. I'll just say it, all right?
Are you actually going to have a child? I know we talked about the fur baby, but now
No.
you're going to tell us about a real baby?
No, it's worse.
Okay.
Ladies, do I need to up the camp in here?
What do you mean?
Well, okay, so look, just firstly, it's been an interesting 24 hours, okay? So it all started, went out to meet my friend for a drink, okay?
Yeah.
Went to the pub, we're having a drink, we're having a lovely champagne, and one of her friends comes up to her and she says, oh my gosh, this must be your boyfriend. He's gorgeous. Hello, I'm Sally. It's lovely to meet you.
Oh, no. Dubbed as a straight man.
And I thought, what? I said, hi, Sally. Lovely to meet you. Not the boyfriend. Glad you didn't pick up that I was drinking a champagne with my pinky up.
Wasn't very observant, Sally.
But thanks for thinking that I was butch.
Oh.
But so that was interesting enough. So again, I thought, hang on, what's going on here? Mm-hmm. The second thing, so Mark and I were going out to dinner that night, and Mark organised a dinner, which was lovely. And then he went to book the dinner, and you know, I've got dietary requirements. I'm ashamed to admit, you know, I'm lactose intolerant.
Oh, there's nothing to be ashamed of,
yeah,
though. Our listeners here, they'll hold space.
I'm glad
for
at
you.
least I'm not a vegan, but
Those bloody vegans.
but then so Mark put in my dietary requirements, and then he got the email come back, and it said, yep, we've got your wife's dietary requirements, Mr. Watson. And then we got to the restaurant, and what was interesting, he this is horrible actually. Got to the restaurant, and the manager comes up and he goes, "Oh, g'day, Mr. Watson. This must be your son."
Oh no!
No.
Really?
No.
So
Mortified.
it's been an interesting 24 hours to think that, one, I was a female's boyfriend. Do you like a female's boyfriend? I don't even know. I'm a boyfriend of a
You
female.
were a boyfriend.
Yeah.
I'm a
yeah.
boyfriend, a straight boyfriend. And number two, I'm the son of my husband.
You don't like the
You're-
age gap doesn't look big enough for that.
This is the thing, though, and Mark always tells me off because sometimes I'll wear, like, I guess, youthful clothing, so to speak. So, I'll
but
go.
so you should.
Yeah, but sometimes I don't know.
You still don't look anywhere
No.
near young enough to be Mark's son. Okay,
No.
what is the age gap between you and Mark, just for the listeners?
It's 7 years.
It's not even.
That's nothing.
It's
Yeah.
nothing.
No, it's not, is it?
And you don't look like you could wear younger clothes and still not be like, because Mark doesn't look old enough to be even in his 50s.
But I have-
No, he doesn't.
Not
No.
at all.
He's got good genes.
I have to ask though, obviously, like, to you, that's kind of, I guess, like a compliment because it's saying that you look very young. How does Mark actually take being referred to as your father? Because that's the hard one.
Well, the worst part of it is this isn't even the first time it's happened.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
right.
So, so he's had it a few times, and it's, you know what? He actually takes it very well. He just laughs it off. And
Yeah.
and the other times that he's been, called my father, is the times where, I've worn a backwards cap or, I kind
Yeah.
of, have freshly shaven. I've got that, baby face kind of look going
Yeah.
on. But I have to stop and tell people, I say, no, this isn't my father. This is my daddy.
Yeah, different type.
Different type.
Different type. Look it up.
But ultimately, I mean, back in the day, like you girls thought I was straight when you
did.
first met
When
me,
we
right?
first met
we talked
you.
about this. We talked about this. But back in the day, I was camp as all hell. I was camp as a row of tents. I used to wear extra skinny jeans, crop tops, makeup. Like, I was very feminine.
Sorry, I was camp as a row of tents.
Yeah, haven't you heard that term?
Never.
Oh my gosh.
I've never heard that
Where have
saying
you been?
before.
Never heard that. What does that mean? Campers are old tents.
Well, just exactly what it means.
Oh, so just like
Camp is all
normal,
hell.
just like camp, row of tents.
Well, yeah,
But the thing is, Aaron, though, with you, is that you might be camp, but in a professional environment, you don't. We've spoken about this on air before. You have this like straight man alter
Yeah, I
ego.
do.
He has the straight voice on the phone.
It's like,
Yeah.
it's like when I speak to a tradie.
G'day, mate. How you going?
Really take the pitch down. G'day, brother. How you going? Yeah, no worries. That pipe over there, yeah, just it's got a bit of a leak, mate. Yeah, you need to go and check that out for me. Cheers, brother.
Okay, so do you feel like so the question
Felt so
is,
butch
do you
then.
need to amp up the camp,
Well,
right?
the question that is the question at hand here,
Right,
because
right.
I do feel like I'm dressing like a repressed straight man.
This
at
is
the
what I
moment.
want to ask. What do you feel like you're throwing off? Are you looking at it going, how are people assuming this? Like, what am I giving off? Is it the way that you're dressing? Is it the way that you're speaking? Is it your mannerisms? Like, what's the problem?
Well, this is the thing. I think it's just the way I'm dressing and presenting myself these days.
Okay, like a child, apparently, according to Mark.
Well, I feel like today I'm like one of the, the Unley set. I belong at the Cremorne today.
You look
You
like
do.
a very like
St. Peter's High School.
You look like a white private school boy
yes,
today.
Yes.
That's the look I was going for.
With your Tommy jumper.
But I just need the backwards cap and some RMs on. I'm perfectly ready to
You're
go.
good.
Yes.
But I think it's because of the way I'm dressing and presenting myself these days is a lot more to, I guess, the kind of more masculine side than the feminine side. But that's always been me because, when I was 21, 22, dressing feminine was very different to what the norm was. Not really many people dress
True.
feminine except for the gay men.
Yes.
Now, every man and his dog
It's
is
more
dressing
normalised.
in dresses or wearing makeup. And I don't know, I've always gone against the grain. So if the world swings this way, I swing the other way.
Yeah.
But maybe you are at the head of a divergence of a new kind of gay man. Do you know, maybe like the traditional gay man, because even since we've known you in the last like 15, even 20 years, gay has evolved.
It has.
In terms of the stereotypes we're talking about, where the stereotype of gay right now, I feel is very different to what it was when we first met you.
It's very true.
Maybe you are leading the way in a new kind
maybe.
of gay.
As well, though, like, you are getting older, Aaron, and so, with maturity, you have growth. You do like different things. You do change. I mean, look, Mark, your husband, he's into motorsports.
Well, this is the thing. Maybe he's rubbing off on me.
With that, level of
With
kind
that
of
level of
masculinity. Different type of rubbing off than probably what you'd like, but yes, maybe he is.
But this is the thing, and this is why Mark's down at the moment. He's down at his holiday place watching the bloody motorsport.
Is he really?
Who did you marry?
I thought, you know what,
know.
we need a bit of a break here because I can't deal with that much sport in the house.
You're carrying big. You need 2 days apart.
2 days apart.
Write your own rules.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm all for
Yeah.
it.
But yeah, so do you think, ladies, I need to up my campiness?
No.
Or up the camp?
I don't think you need to because I think whoever you are being is naturally who you feel. And I don't know any other man that has as many sequin jackets as you do.
Yes,
right?
that's true.
So, if you're feeling like you need to, just put on a sequin jacket. But other than that,
Yeah.
I love you. I love you, doll.
Stop, I love you too.
I got a bit more of a philosophical thought on this.
Oh, of course you do.
Of course I do.
I love it when you get deep.
Here we
Thank
go.
you.
Hold on.
Well,
Let
no,
me sit
but,
down.
But seriously.
How deep are you going to go here?
Well, I like deep. But seriously.
Well, apparently not because you're a Taurus and you come in at number 5. Anyway.
5's the lucky number here.
Shut up, you. All right. So what I think is that when you're younger and you, come out as a gay man and you start to own these, parts of yourself because you've been in, swinging one way for so long, you've been inside the closet, you've been repressed. I said closet.
What a word to mispronounce.
It's meant to be.
You've been inside the closet.
The cupboard.
Been in the cupboard for such a long time. Shh, let me get through my sentence, right? You've been inside the cupboard for a while. You come out, and then all of a sudden, what the pendulum has to do is it's got to swing the other way.
Yeah.
And so you amp up the camp because you're figuring out this expression of who you are. And so you go through all the different motions and you try out all the different styles and all the different versions. And now that you've been gay for such a long time, I think the dust is just trying to starting to settle somewhere where you don't have that need to prove that you're gay by acting a certain way anymore. So now you're just like, I just am.
That's a good way of looking at it because I feel like, 10 years ago I was a twink and now I'm a twonk.
And you're a drunk twonk.
That's my new handle.
But
I like
question,
it.
did you ever feel like you were acting gay?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you did feel like you really did used to amp it up.
I used to amp it up, yeah. And I
Oh,
used
there
to,
you go.
especially because, being on stage as well, I'm very theatrical. So you know me, I love, camping things up and making a spectacle.
One of the things you've never had is the accent. How come you never had the, how like a lot of the
Dump
time,
it down?
yeah. How come you don't have the accent?
Oh, I put it on, but I don't know. I just, it's exhausting. I can't talk like that permanently.
What I will say, if we're being completely honest, what I will say is the more I notice it more when you drink.
Yes.
So if you drink,
Yes.
the accent does come out a little more and he gets real into that persona. And I'm
Totally.
here for both of them, you know what I mean? Like, I love it, but I do notice it more.
I completely amp it up even more so when I drink.
There you go.
100%.
Well, there we have it. The general consensus. Aaron, you're fine.
Just keep
Don't worry
being
about
me.
it.
All
Be
right.
twonk.
Be
be
the
drunk.
Be the drunk twonk that I'm always going to be.
And be as camp as a row of tents or whatever you said.
And on that note, we'll be back with more Two Brunettes and a Gay.
We are back, Two Brunettes and a Gay, here to finish off your Tuesday. How are we feeling?
We're feeling good. We're here with another shit advice.
Bum, bum, bum.
Everyone's favourite segment.
The moment that everyone has been waiting for. We know shit advice. We get a lot of good feedback about shit advice.
I wonder if people like shit advice because they think our advice is shit or because they think our advice is actually good.
I think they're just waiting to see what you guys come up with.
Hang on. I think my page is going off. My page.
Come on, Dr. Aaron, who's calling you?
We've got a shit emergency.
Hey.
That can be taken two ways.
Yeah, it can.
Yeah, I just need to go to the toilet. Just give
All
me a
right.
sec.
Okay, do we need to pause the show again or can you
Sorry.
hold on?
It was that Vindaloo last
Do we
night.
need Mystic Morris
we
to come
don't
back
need
in
to-
and take your spot?
Yes. We really don't need that extra information. But we do have... Look, we've got a really interesting question this week, actually. A really interesting shit advice question for our shit doctors, shit Celeste and shit Aaron. or slash shit La Scala, however you want me to say it.
I'm pretty sure it's just Dr. Shit Celeste, but it's fine.
Dr. Shit Celeste, sorry. Does that after your name, you know how doctors have like MD? What is yours, like MD SHIT? Like
P-O-O.
P-O-O.
P.OO.
P.OO. Okay, right, got it. So, shit doctors. It's a serious question. I think it's an interesting one. I don't know. I mean, Aaron, you might be able to have some good insights on this one. Yep. We'll see what you guys think.
All right, take a
All right, here we go.
Take a seat and read your symptoms.
Okay. I'm a gay man.
Oh, okay. Well,
Deanna, I'm so glad you're finally coming out.
it's only taken how many episodes for her to actually say it on air?
Not me. The 541 or whoever this person is. I'm a gay man, 20, fake dating a lesbian who is also 20 because of our homophobic parents. My boyfriend wants me to end the relationship. What do I do?
Look, I'm going to have to speak first here. Sorry, Celeste.
No, I want you to take this one because this is definitely. I'd love to hear your thoughts.
Sorry, I meant to say Dr. Shit Celeste.
Thank you. I wasn't going to pick you up on it, but
I thought I'd just correct myself there, just for professional reasons. Now, I have been in this circumstance before.
You have fake dated a lesbian before, haven't
but you don't have homophobic parents.
Well, I used to have a best friend that was a lesbian.
Okay.
Now, we were joined at the hip, right? We had so much fun together. We went crazy in my early 20s. We had a ball. Well, I did.
Two. You had two.
I had two. But what I found with it is the longer you hang out with a lesbian, the more lesbian traits you start to get.
Okay. Right. What are some lesbian traits that you picked up?
I started watching this TV show called The L Word. Have you heard of that?
Never.
So, yeah, I started watching The L Word, which is all about lesbians. Mm-hmm. So like a Melrose Place, but for lesbians.
Okay.
I started listening to Katie Lang.
Okay.
That's pretty
telling.
Yeah,
but
that's pretty telling.
Yeah.
And then I luckily talked myself out the last minute. I nearly bought a pair of Birkenstocks.
Oh, thank God.
No.
Which in today's society, I'd fit in with the Umley set.
Yeah.
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 But no, it's a no. Look, get out of that situation quicker than you can say Birkenstock.
So you're saying that you think if you remain in this situation, the problem is that he is going to be too influenced by the person by the lesbian he's fake dating.
He will not get to find out about himself.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
He needs to go off and be gay and meet all the gay men and listen to Padum Padum and, you know.
But he's still dating this gay man, so he's just fake dating the lesbian because of his parents. So I think, he says his boyfriend wants to end the relationship. So I guess, is he in a relationship with both of them? Like, that's what's, I guess, a little bit confusing. Or is he just appearing to be in a relationship for his parents?
I think they answer that because it says fake dating a lesbian.
Yeah.
So obviously that relationship is purely just for show.
Right.
She obviously has no interest in him and he likewise.
But when it comes to like the family stuff or whatever the case is, she obviously toes along.
Yeah.
And he doesn't.
It's a tough one because they are young at 20 years old. So I understand that they're not maybe at that point where they want to just kind of, tell their families this is what's up and whatever the case, get over it. Mm-hmm. But with that being said, you are prolonging your life and you are prolonging moving forward in your life the longer that you actually continue to live this lie.
Gay men. Snaps for Celeste.
Exactly. So you want to get out there and like you said, you encourage this person to go out there and live your best gay life.
Be free.
But the more that you remain in this fake dating situation,
the more you'll turn into a lesbian.
You'll watch The L Word.
But what do you do about the parents?
I think that you need to probably approach it, but the way in which you approach it is very important.
Yeah.
Like, I think it needs to be approached in a way that's very much like, listen, I know this might be hard to hear because there's a reason you're lying to them. Obviously, they're not going to take it that well. If you thought they were going to take it well, why wouldn't you just tell them? Approach it in the nicest way that you can, where you can express to them exactly how you feel and exactly what you're going through. And hopefully they can understand that. And if they don't, well, then you move forward from there however suits you best.
I think this sounds like they need to just take it that, you know what, you might piss off the family and you got to decide,
so.
I guess, which one is most important to you right now.
Absolutely.
If your family really loves you,
You got to be true to you,
they'll come
boo.
around.
I also don't think I could be wrong here, but I don't know how successful a relationship can be when one person is openly gay and one person is closeted gay.
Oh, yeah, Aaron.
Never worked for me.
Yeah.
There you go.
I actually was in a long-term relationship with someone that never came out to his parents.
Oh.
Right.
I actually never met the parents, never met the family.
How
Does
long
it
were you
create
together?
resentment?
About a year and a half.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's long in gay years.
Yes.
That's like in gay years, that's like 10 years.
Yeah, right.
Does
it create resentment?
It did, because we broke up for that reason.
Yes.
Okay, because he still wouldn't do it.
And look, I was in my late 20s when I met this guy. So I was out, I was proud. I was doing stuff with 2 brunettes and a gay.
Yeah.
So, actually it was 3 brunettes and a gay at the time. So I was actually out and proud on stage.
Yes.
Living my best life.
Yes.
Owning myself and my
Yes.
identity. And I thought, after a year and a half, I thought, you know what? What a hypocrite I am to go out there and promote being yourself and being with this guy that just couldn't bear coming out to his parents.
When he was hanging around you, or you hanging around all the time, were you guys just to them just like best friends or something?
Well, so again, like I said, I never met the family, but when we were at parties together, like he wouldn't be affectionate in no way, shape,
And
or form.
was it just family that didn't know, or did his friendship group and everything didn't know?
He had a couple of friends that knew, so I got to meet a couple of the friends, but he was very, very closeted in many ways.
Yeah,
that's
screw
tough.
that. All right, there you have it. That's our shit advice.
I don't know
for
how shit that was. I
doctors.
feel like that was actually quite
It was quite
good.
good.
No, we
It
need
was
to
quite good.
we need to do
It's
another.
only taken us 25-something episodes to get there.
We need to do another one, a shitter one.
A shit advice. Look, I think the advice is that you got to rip the Band-Aid off at some time. It's up to you to choose when. It's what
Yep.
it sounds
Timing is everything.
You've got to live your life.
Live your life. Hey.
And that's all you can sing
Yeah.
before we
Yeah,
get
because we're
done
gonna-
for
we're gonna get-
copyright.
yeah.
Okay,
Copyright,
yeah, let's
so
stop it there. Let's just stop it there. All right. Well, that has boint us. I don't know what boint
Welcome
is.
to 2 Brunettes A Gay. That's the show.
Boint. It was boint us.
What was the point of that
point.
segment?
I don't know what the
Segment.
point of life is, really. That has brought us to the pointy end of our show. See what I did as I blended bought and point. And so we got
If
point.
that's what you tell yourself.
Yeah, that's what happened right there. It has brought us to the pointy end of our show, which is slowly becoming, a bit of a favourite of mine. Like, it's very wholesome. We're here for our Tuesday takeaways, our words of wisdom for the week, our nuggets of gold to impart on the 5 people listening to this show right now. So, your final thoughts, your Tuesday takeaways. Aaron, do you want to go first?
Yes, I do. I love a bit of Confucius, as I've mentioned and quoted Confucius many times in the past couple of weeks, and I've got a Confucius one. Confucius say, "Man who put pea in soup, very unclean."
What?
I thought I'd theme that one because Mark made a pea and ham soup the other day.
Yuck. I never get pea soup.
Oh, it's delicious.
You like it?
I
I
don't
don't
think
know.
I've ever
Maybe
had it.
I haven't had it very often.
I don't think
like,
I've
to
ever
be
had
honest,
it, and I
though.
can't say it's something that I'd probably
It doesn't
order.
look very good, does it?
Oh, I don't mind it.
Is
I
the
love
pea,
peas.
is the pea in the soup thing a bit like the pineapple on the pizza?
This is a great Tuesday takeaway. Tell us about your pea soup.
It's riveting. What's your recipe? How did you
Are
make
you
it?
having it for dinner tonight?
How long did it take to cook?
How long do you keep it on the stove?
Well, you know what? Give us a few years and we'll probably be in that life phase where we're sharing recipes.
Oh no! Please,
we will never
please don't
be
let me
there.
turn into
No,
that
it won't.
person. Do you know what Mark's saying all the time, and it's saying from AbFab is, Aaron, never make me a cup of tea. He's so not a cup of tea person.
Really?
No,
Well, love me a cup of tea.
Love a
I
cup of
know I'm the
tea.
opposite. I love a cup of tea.
Yeah.
But no, he's very much like, give me a glass of red. Don't ever give me a
That's
cup
beautiful.
of tea.
Right.
Way to my heart, green tea. Cup of green tea.
Yeah.
Is that the way to your heart?
Yeah,
Not
she's-
really,
I thought
but
it was
if you
through
gave me
your
a
chest.
green tea, you'd get an extra point in my books.
All right,
Interesting.
Celeste,
Okay.
your Tuesday takeaway.
Okay, well, mine is going to be show-centric.
Okay.
Focused.
If it's not a Scorpio, it's a no-go.
Oh, Oh, very good.
Can I ask though? Is Jake a Scorpio?
He is.
Oh, lucky girl.
She's married to a Scorpio.
November
Gotcha.
11. November 11.
Wow.
Right there.
I don't feel like I have any profound wisdom today. So
Or any other day.
You did
Or any
just
other
share
day.
some wisdom with us when we were talking in the last segment.
I did.
So, maybe you're all out of wisdom.
I feel like I'm usually pretty wisdomous, but today I'm out of a little bit of wisdom. So
Wisdomous.
yeah.
Is that an actual
It's
word?
not a word.
no, it
but
is
we're
a
going
word.
to go with it.
Yeah, no, I made it up. It's a good one.
It's a good one.
So use it as well.
Maybe do you have it like a fashion tip, a business tip?
I feel like nah, I really don't. I'm out. I'm out
Excellent.
today.
Got nothing
I don't
to
have
say.
any wisdom.
Can
I don't have any wisdom.
Can I just say though, wisdomness? Let's get back to that word for a second. I would hate to play Scrabble with you.
Well, I can't spell, so Scrabble and me probably not a vibe.
Actually, we should play a game of Scrabble and we'll film
No, we should do a Two Brunettes and a Gay board game where the scribble words are words that we say wrong.
Scribble or Scrabble?
Scrabble. Are the words that we say wrong, and you have to actually spell wrong words.
Was that intentional?
Tiana's got a whole bank of them.
I've got so many. Like there was a sign up in the waiting room at our business voice house for 6 years or something like
years.
that.
And so many people would say it to
and
us.
everyone would laugh, and so we just left it up there a while. That I wrote that was like tea and coffee. Please help your slef.
Spelled SLEF instead of please help yourself.
And so we just left it there, and so the customers would be like, "Help your slef."
And we're like, yep.
We're like, "Yeah." That Celeste would be like, "Yeah, the boss wrote that one." Yeah, it's good.
We keep it. It's a good laugh.
So
It's
there
good
you go. That's
time.
my wisdom.
great.
If you need something proofread, don't give it to me. That's
you
my
go.
Tuesday
Okay,
takeaway.
there you go.
There
We
we
got
go.
there.
All right. Well, it's been a good show. Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's been a fun week. You had fun?
I had great.
Excellent.
Great.
Ready for Wednesday.
You guys seem like you're already out of the show. We better wrap this one up then.
Ready for Wednesday.
If you're listening live, you can check us out on the podcast. Available on all your major podcasting platforms. And if you're listening on the podcast and you want to listen live, head over to the Radio Italia Uno Adelaide app, download it, tune in live at 5 p.m. Tuesdays, head to our socials, Two Brunettes and a Gay. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram. We share behind-the-scenes content. It's pretty riveting stuff.
It's very riveting.
There you go. There's my spiel.
God,
Mic
you
drop.
get high on some of the
Thank
frequency of some of your words, Deanna. They're really piercing my ears tonight. I'm not gonna lie.
Go to bed.
Is it piercing you off?
My ears are pierced. In more ways than one.
Well, then we better not play any Scribble.
Oh,
Aaron?
God. Now have a fabulous week, and we'll see you
Next Tuesday.
Ciao, Adelaide. It's your favourite trio, Two Brunettes and a Gay, here to remind you to join us every Tuesday at 5 p.m. for your drive home.
Expect the best beats, sassiest segments, and plenty of piping hot tea from the weekly rumour mill. And let's be honest, we know us Italians love a good gossip.
So tune in at 5 p.m. every Tuesday right here on your number one station, Radio Italia Uno, 87.6 FM.
Love this podcast? Support it and sponsor today. Simply head to AuscastNetwork.com for details.